Well, let's speak now to Philip Muruthi in Nairobi. He is the Vice President of Conservation Science and Planning at the Africa Wildlife Foundation. Thanks very much for being with us. Let me ask you, first of all, in your estimation, why are rhinos, the killing of rhinos on the rise now?
I think this is a problem that has persisted, and well, even though anti-poaching efforts have shown that rhino can be recovered, we are still having consumers who believe that rhino horn has medicinal value, and that is part of what triggers this, that the demand is still there in the Asian countries primarily. And as long as the demand is there, the killing will continue. When the demand stops, the killing will stop. So we need an international effort. And as I said, the animal is very, very important in terms of its value in the ecology, the healthy ecosystems, and also to the livelihoods of people and the national economy. So we need to conserve these animals. But yeah, the demand, we need to deal on the demand side. It's a multiple-pronged approach that is required. But the hope is there. It's not all lost.
If we talk a little bit more about the demand side, what do you think can be done that isn't being done right now?
I think we need to target efforts in some of the consumer countries like Vietnam, Cambodia. We have a good example from elephant ivory, where the consumption went down after China declared domestic ivory trade banned in that country. So we need more education on the demand side. We need cooperation between range states and the consumer countries, and so that we don't have this illegal trade fueling the poaching and the near extinction of some of the subspecies.
If we go back, I think
is key.
Sure. If we go back to looking at the situation on the ground level, and we got a sense of it there in that report as the new rangers were being trained, what are the challenges that they face in going after poachers in these areas? Is it because of the vastness of the terrain and so on?
Yes, the vastness of the terrain is important, and it's hard to track each individual animal. The equipping, we need sometimes the poachers and the traffickers are ahead of law enforcers. So we need to know what they have in terms of technology, in terms of the communication. Sometimes rangers are faced. In many countries, they are not as well equipped with the superiority of ammunition and technology as the poachers. And so they may miss the poachers, or they even be subject to greater danger, because their weaponry and the equipment is less efficient than the poachers and the traffickers. So yeah, I think training intelligence is important. And also looking at the whole chain, from who is buying, who is fueling the trade itself, so you can catch them before they actually come. And corruption was mentioned earlier.
Okay.
So training of rangers so that they cannot be corrupted, and rewarding them adequately is also important.
We'll have to leave it there. Thanks for being with us, Philip Muruthi in Nairobi.
Thank you very much for having me.